It appears a Russian invasion of Ukraine has begun, with Vladimir Putin ordering troops into two separatist regions in the country's east. The president earlier signed a decree recognising the independence of Donetsk and Luhansk. Troops are now pouring into that region under the guise of what Moscow is calling a peacekeeping operation. The reaction from the West has been swift. An emergency meeting of the UN Security Council convened, and the promise of heavy sanctions. In the last 90 minutes, all Australian embassy staff have been evacuated to Poland and Romania. This is the scene right now in the capital, Kyiv, where the Ukrainian people are waking to an uncertain future.
The tanks carry no insignia, there are no Russian flags, but these are the videos that world leaders believe show Russian forces rolling through eastern Ukraine, crossing the border in a dramatic escalation of tensions. Troops Vladimir Putin calls peacekeepers.
Now, some suggestion that they're peacekeeping is nonsense. They have moved in on Ukrainian sovereign territory.
The warm-up act came hours earlier as Putin signed a decree recognising the independence of two breakaway Ukrainian regions already under the control of Russian-backed separatist rebels.
This is plainly in breach of international law. I think it's a very ill omen and a very dark sign.
On TV, Putin then declared his country had a rightful claim to all territory that once formed part of the Russian Empire. A fiery speech
aimed at creating a pretext for war. He claimed that Ukraine is seeking nuclear weapons from the West. This is not true.
The UN Security Council held a special meeting in New York, awkwardly perhaps chaired by Russia, which the US now claims is preparing a so-called kill list of Ukrainian journalists, activists and minorities to assassinate or imprison if the invasion goes ahead.
Russia should step back.
They need to back off.
Ukraine's President Zelensky delivered his own TV address, declaring his country is not afraid and will not yield anything to anyone. World leaders are signing or preparing to announce further sanctions.
We will be in lockstep with them and we'll be moving just as quickly.
And while pro-Russian residents in Donetsk celebrated with fireworks and flags, others headed for checkpoints to escape. This mother and her two kids were among the last to evacuate. The entire neighbourhood moved out, she says. There were no people in the whole street. It was scary. What lies ahead may be much scarier. Daniel Sutton for 10 News First.